On Friday, March 7, 2025, the NFL player with the fastest 40 time ever, Xavier Worthy from the Kansas City Chiefs, was arrested in Williamson County, Texas. And I know what y'all thinking, man. This is the proper protocol for the Kansas City Chiefs. Yep, the players do this every offseason. They go down to Texas and they get their ass in trouble. Now, apparently Xavier Worthy faced a felony charge of assault against a family or household member by impeding their breathing or circulation, commonly referred to as choking. So it sounds like to me, apparently he went Latrell Sprewell on a bitch. The first thing I thought of was, damn, the CTE jumped out of that nigga. The Aaron Hernandez made him snap. But then I forgot, Hernandez like lady boys. Turns out it was his fiance Tia Jones who allegedly he snapped on. Honestly, I think it's because the NFL players have been trained to be aggressive their whole lives. They've taken a beating physically, mentally, emotionally, and it seems like sometimes they become a little bit unhinged and they don't know how to control their emotions in small spurs of the moment. I was literally about to chuck this one up to the game. This is something that we see all the time, and I hate that I even have to say that. Now, under Texas law, this third-degree felony carries a possible prison sentence of 2 to 10 years and a fine of $10,000. Now, we know how this works. He's probably going to get a slap on the wrist, couple fines, and then he'll end up doing a little community service, and he'll be right back on the field next year, because the NFL does not care about domestic violence the way they want y'all to think so. Get what you need to get done, pay a bit on the low, and you could come out here and catch more and more touchdowns to give us better ratings, and y'all can get more money on. But this is why you tell people to wait till you hear both sides of the stories. This is why it's called an investigation, because we have to let the police do their jobs. Now, we know they don't always do it right, but we have to hear more to the story, because we know a black man that gets arrested, society automatically makes him guilty before we can even actually gather the information. Guilty until proven innocent, especially when it's an assault towards a black woman. The internet wants you to believe that you have to believe black women first instead of just waiting for the facts to come out. Now, Worthy's attorneys, Chip Lewis and Sam Bassett, stated that the allegation was made by one Tia Jones, who has been residing in Worthy's home. They claim that she was asked to leave multiple times over the past 2 weeks after her infidelity was discovered. Yes, apparently a rich nigga athlete who's probably serving her athlete peen isn't enough. The nymphomaniac whore needed to get her back blown out by another nigga. The nerve of her not leaving when being asked after she's the one that was bouncing on another man's pogo stick. Now, according to the lawyer, she refused to vacate and she made several extortive efforts before resorting to the allegation. They also mentioned that she caused property damage and physically assaulted Worthy, actions for which they have photographic evidence. Now, apparently from what I read, she choked him, she pulled out some of his locks, and she also told him, "You have to pay me in order for me to leave." Damn, she extorting niggas like Suge Knight. Now, I ain't the one to make everything racial, and I'm not into European women myself, but I do understand when you look at these type of situations why the NFL players decide to go to the dark side. And when I say the dark side, I'm actually talking about the light side. I'm talking about the European pilgrimage lineage itself, because only we do this type of stuff in this type of fashion. This was very sloppy. I'm not saying it doesn't happen from other races, but this was very, very stupid on her part. You got caught cheating and now he needs to pay you to leave. Now, following the DA's decision, Worthy was released from custody. The case remains open pending any new information, but no charges are currently being pressed. I'm confused because why aren't there pressing charges on her? This is what I'm talking about. Women can lie on a man and still be free. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs and the NFL have acknowledged awareness of this situation and are in the process for more information. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. When I look at this situation, I look at Xavier Worthy and I say, man, I hope you learned your lesson, because at the end of the day, people cheat on each other. People cheat on each other that live together, that don't live together, fiancés, husbands, wives, things like that. This isn't the first time, and it may not even be the last, that we see something like this happening when it comes to an athlete. Actually, for sure, it's not going to be the last time. But what I would recommend, Xavier Worthy, for you to do, if you ever need to get somebody out of your house, just call the police. Call the authorities. This is what you have your attorneys for. This is what you have your agents for. This is why you have a whole team of people who have your best interests at hand. Because anything that you do can affect their bottom dollar. So what you're supposed to do, Mr. Xavier Worthy, who's been trying to get her out of your house for 2 weeks, don't try to go over there and handle that with her. Don't try to even speak on her. Keep everything noted. She's trying to extort you. Go to the police and say, hey, I'm no longer with this woman. She refuses to leave my house where I pay the bills that I own. I am the athlete, so I cannot get in trouble with this woman. I just want her to leave. And whatever the law is in whatever state, which I'm assuming will be in Texas, you go by that law. If she needs to stay there for 30 days before she goes, you leave for 30 days. And then you get a sheriff to come evict her. That's it. That's the only thing you can do. You see, men are so often scared to call the police on a woman, and this is why women in the long game always get the benefit of the doubt, because everything that happened with you should have been documented. And if it wasn't for a third-party witness that came out and said, no, this is actually what happened, Xavier Worthy will be in hot water. These women are willing to put your career at risk. They're willing to put your livelihood at risk because they're in their feelings and they got caught doing something wrong. Xavier Worthy, you're young, you're still learning, but I know the next time you call your lawyer, your agent, your mama, your auntie, your sister, well, maybe don't call your auntie, your sister, and your mama, because we know our people will pull up and they ready to spend something, especially about their son, their nephew, and their brothers, especially the one that is bringing home the bacon and taking care of everybody. We don't need that. So call the professionals and then just sit back and watch the fireworks, man. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this man down below. What do y'all think about Xavier Worthy's trifling ass ex-fiance Tia Jones? Let me know something, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and we out, baby. Boom.
IG-TheLaFlare.
It's him.